He is still not honest. He could tell, as he had been with him for several dozen years. The reason Glenn called for Rayon wasn't to pressure him, but to protect him by showing others that he didn't discriminate against him. Once Rayon failed the training, he would probably give him an elixir and pretend to spare the rod and spoil the child. Although even Glenn shouldn't have expected Rayon to come forth. I like young Master Rayon's personality, but one thing worries me. It must be about the collateral and direct line's children. Yes. They won't have a considerable reaction, but he will be noticed in a way he hasn't been before. He withstood my lord's pressure, albeit a small amount. Measures should be. There is no need to provoke them. Just watch over him. Understood. Roan nodded immediately, despite his opinion being different, because Glenn was like a god to him. My lord, may I ask a question? HM? If, by some chance, Rayon manages to pass the basic training, what are you going to do? Pass? Resting his chin on his hand, Glenn recalled the judgment ceremony from 7 years ago. Golden Flame. He wasn't sure if it was a coincidence or an accident, but Rayon set ablaze the golden flame that only the first head of Sieghart could use. That's impossible. However, if there is a 1 in 10,000th chance that it could happen. He smirked and stood from the throne. I will have to reward him accordingly. Upon entering the annex building, Rayon was immediately dragged into Sylvia's room. Rayon. Sylvia firmly grasped Rayon's shoulders. Why did you do that? HM. Sieghart's training doesn't go easy on children. Your current health won't be able to handle it. You will just get hurt. Sylvia's voice was faint. Her worries for him made her hands tremble. I couldn't bear it. What? I'm not sure what emotion made me act like that. Rayon closed his eyes. It was true. Despite living with Sylvia and Helen for 12 years, his emotions were still light, like a pastel blue color. But my chest tightens whenever Mom gets scorned in the main building. That's why I wanted to say something. Because he didn't want to lie to Sylvia and Helen, Rayon replied honestly. Ah. Young Master Rayon. Sylvia's lips parted, and Helen's lips trembled. Sigh. Sylvia released his shoulders and slowly closed, then opened her eyes. Rayon, thank you for your consideration. However, you are still young. You don't need to be so thoughtful, not when you are at an age where you should be pampered. But